will be the team we talk about first.
All right. Hi, and thanks for coming to watch this video from Carolina Varsity. Now we're taking a look at the NCHSAA playoffs for 2016 season, and we're taking a look at the 2A bracket, first round.
In the East, 2A East, two single A East, I have we have first off number 1 Northeastern with a 9-2 record, entertaining Midway from the Mid-East with a number 8 Midway from the Mid-East with a 5-6 record. I see Northeastern winning this one by 35 plus.
Yeah, the report is predicting a 53-7 Northeastern win.
Okay, and then next we have number 4 North Johnston with a 7-4 record out of the Mid-East, hosting number 5 Onslow with a 6-5 record out of the Southwest Onslow. My bad.
Right.
And this is one of those 5 and 6 matches, and I think Southeast Onslow. I think
Southwest.
I'm sorry, Southwest Onslow. I think that they'll. I think even. I don't think you can consider it an upset. I think that they're probably ranked a little bit higher, but it's, in the brackets they've got the lower seed. But I'm going to go with Southwest Onslow in a close one, 7 or less.
All right, so the report thinks it's going to be a very close ball game. It is predicting North Johnston to win, but 21-19, so less than a field goal. So that's a game that's definitely probably going to come down to some mistake in the ball game, a turnover, a missed extra point maybe. Could be who has the ball last, a field goal. I think that's going to be a game that will be decided at the end of the ball game in the last half of the, maybe in the last quarter of the fourth quarter.
Then you have number 3 Holmes with a 9-2 record from the East, hosting Bedingfield, number 6 Bedingfield with a 6-5 record out of the Mid-East, and I see Holmes winning by 14 plus. 14
plus, okay. So the report thinks it's going to be a Holmes win of 36-12.
Okay.
Is the prediction. So.
And then you have number 2 seeded Green Central with an 8-3 record out of the Mid-East, hosting Kinston with a 6-5 record, the number 7 seed out of the East.
Right.
And I see Green Central winning this one by 17 plus.
Okay. So the report thinks Green Central is going to win the ball game, but it is predicting a 22-21 ball game.
Close.
So it's predicting a very, very close ball game.
Okay.
So we'll have to
you might want to go with those numbers then.
Well, you know, it's been pretty good, but now as we start getting teams that are separated a little bit further apart and have been playing, their common opponents aren't quite as common. The report's got a little. It'll need a few of these kind of games to filter in. So we'll see.
Okay, and on the other side of the bracket for the East, 2A East, you got number 1 seeded South Columbus with a 9-2 record out of the Mid-East, facing number 8 Bertie with a 5-6 record out of the East, and I see this in a South Columbus win by 20 points or more.
Okay, reports thinking South Columbus will win 34-9.
Okay. And then number 4, First Flight with a 6-4 record will be hosting number 5 seeded Fairmont with a 7-4 record. And I see another upset here. I see Fairmont winning this game. Be close, but I see them winning by a touch, 7 to 10 points.
Okay. So the report thinks it's going to be a close ball game, as you would hope would happen with a 4-5 game. It's predicting Fairmont to win 41-35. So about a touchdown. Obviously, First Flight, you're in the ball game. So.
Then you have number 3 seeded East Bladen with a 7-4 record out of the East. Out of the Mid-East, entertaining number 6 seed Farmville Central with a 6-5 record. And I see East Bladen winning by 30 points or more.
Okay. Report thinks it's going to be an East Bladen win of 23-12.
Okay. And you have Aiden Griffin, number 2 seed with an 8-3 record, hosting Red Springs with a number 7 seeded Red Springs with a 6-5 record, and here this one could get ugly, but I'd say 35 points or more.
35 points, okay. The report's predicting Aiden Grifton to win 42-27, so a pretty hefty margin, okay.
Okay, now we'll drop down to the 2 Single A West. We start off with number 1 seed Lincoln with a 10-1 record. Would have had a unblemished record had it not been for those Blue Devils from Maiden last week. But they spoiled their perfect season. But anyway, and Lincoln has been one of the favorite teams from the onset of the year to go far in the playoffs too.
Right.
They'll be hosting number 8 Thomasville with a 5-6 record out of the Midwest, and I see Lincoln winning by 40+ points.
And the report is predicting a Lincolnton 45-17 win. Lincolnton 2 weeks ago was definitely my pick, and they probably still are to be in the regional finals at least. But they were looking strong until they ran into Maiden. So Maiden might be playing some good football right now. All right.
Next, we have number 4 seeded Eastern Randolph with an 8-3 record going up against or hosting West Wilkes, the number 5 seed with an 8-3 record as well. And this is this is one of those that could go either way. I'm going to go with the home team, number 4 seeded Eastern Randolph by a touchdown or less.
Well, that's a good call. At least if the report's accurate. The report is predicting an Eastern Randolph win, but it's predicting, as again, like you'd want to have out of a 4-5 game, 29-23. So there's a less than a touchdown and an extra point difference between them.
Next, you have number 3 seeded Hendersonville with an 8-3 record, hosting number 6 seed Lexington with a 5-5 record, and I think there's a pretty good disparity between these two teams, and I think that Hendersonville will win by 30 to 35 points.
And Hendersonville is predicted to win 41-19. Is Hendersonville a dark horse? That's one of my questions. So when we finish this up, anybody watching wants to give us your thoughts. Okay.
Next, you have number 2 seeded Surrey Central with a 10-1 record out of the Midwest, hosting number 7 seeded Polk County with a 5-6 record out of the West. And here again, I think that the home team's going to prevail. The higher seed's going to prevail by 2 touchdowns or more.
The report is predicting a 29-3 Surrey Central win.
Okay. And then you have that. I'm sorry. Did I?
No. I'm just.
Anyhow, the other side of that bracket, you have number 1 seeded Reedsville out of the Midwest with a perfect 11-0 record. They will be hosting number 8 seeded Madison with a 5-6 record, and I think Reedsville wins comfortably by 40 or more.
Yeah, the report is predicting a 60-11 win. For those watching, the report will not predict a score higher than 60 points.
Then where am I at? Mountain Heritage.
Mountain Heritage.
Number 4 Mountain Heritage with a 10-1 record out of the West will be hosting number 5 seeded West Stanley with a 7-4 record out of the Midwest. And Mountain Heritage, they look like the real deal too this year.
Yep.
They had them on the Picks contest one weekend, and I didn't know that much about Mountain Heritage, and I picked wrong that weekend. I went and found out something about it, but they look like they've got the real deal, and I see them winning by 30+ points.
And the report is predicting a win over West Stanley of 47-23, and one of our buddies, coaches at West Stanley, good luck in that ball game.
Next, we have number 3 seeded North O-M with a 9-2 record out of the Midwest, hosting number 6 seed North Wilkes with a 7-4 record out of the West. And I think the home team will prevail again in this bracket, or in this game rather, with a 30-point win.
And North O-M's a team you probably have to watch out for here in the playoffs. The report's predicting a 27-10 win, and we were kind of talking about mountain teams, and we got North Wilkes there, and then here comes another one. We were talking earlier about what's going to happen in mountain teams. So 27-10 win is what's predicted out of North O-M, who is not a mountain team.
Right. And then we have, lastly, we have number 2, Brevard with a 9-2 record out of the West. And they will be hosting number 7, Carver with a 5-6 record out of the Midwest. And you look at these two teams and you look at their seeding and you look at the record and you think, Brevard's the easy winner. And I think Brevard will win this one. But Carver always has a good football team, and they always show up for the playoffs.
Right.
So this is not your typical 7-2 matchup. It could turn out to be that way, but I don't think I think Brevard wins, but I don't think they win going away like a lot of 7-2 matches will go. I think it'll be 14 plus points.
Yeah, historically, Carver has put forth some very, very good teams, and the report's predicting a 30-10 win, which is not a blowout, but a comfortable win. But Brevard is also, we were just talking before we started the videos about the mountain teams, and specifically 2A mountain teams. So we finished this segment. If anybody's got any comments.
What we talked about, though, in that was that it's hard to gauge the mountain teams from the West. Now, sometimes the 3A teams, it seems like they don't do quite as well as the 3A counterparts down here in the Piedmont and the foothills. But the 2A teams do seem to do very well because they wind up playing a bunch of 3A or 4A teams.
Exactly.
And so it's hard to gauge. It's hard to just say, well, mountain teams don't do good because some of them do really good.
Some of them do very. When we get to the next to the bigger 2A, one of the mountain teams there will be Franklin, and we've seen them make runs. And Brevard's certainly a very good team.
Very good team.
Hendersonville is a team that maybe people might need to watch out for. So it's going to be interesting to see. So out of the 2A, who do you see making it in the regional finals, each side of the bracket?
I would guess in the top half of the bracket, I would lean toward either Northeastern or Holmes, or certainly those two playing for the right to go to the state championship. And then against, I would look for them to be playing either South Columbus or Aden Grifton. My edge would go to South Columbus in that bracket. The other bracket, my edge would go to Northeastern.
Okay. So the report, just so we know, we're talking about Western Regional Finals. The report is predicting for the West Regional Final to be Reidsville versus Lincolnton. And it's predicting Reidsville to win that ball game. And it's predicting a Northeastern and South Columbus matchup, which is predicting Northeastern to win and go on to the state championship. So the report right now is thinking of Reidsville versus Northeastern. I haven't seen any comments.